1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute.
There we go. Good? Can you hear us?
Give it to me tonight, friend.
15, when we're at 15. Dr. Douglas Kelly, let's get it rolling.
You got this.
Well, a very, very good afternoon, a snowy afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Dr. Doug Kelly and the Blue Marching Crew. Welcome to In the Huddle, our 25th show. It just seems unfathomable, A, that there's snow out today, B, that it's our 25th show. We have been rolling through this thing. This is a show we call In the Huddle. I'm Vance Palm, Stan Green, the Director of School Support Services. This is a comprehensive show in the fall so far. We've covered all of our fall sports on campus. Tonight we're here for the Kern High Network Game of the Week. We'll get to that in a moment, but that's the reason we're primarily here is because we're setting up for a big night tonight. We have two very, very special guests with us we'll get to in a moment, and we have this incredible group of students behind us from Frontier High School. This is as good as it gets. We thank you for your time. As promised, at the very end, we have a big bag of Christmas swag, so get ready. Stan, talk about some big-time guests. I'll turn it over to you, the boss.
You know, every week I say, I get to introduce a special principal. This principal comes to us out of El Dorado High School in Las Vegas. Went to COS in Visalia, which a lot of great people came out of COS in Visalia. CSUB, Wasco, Bennett North, Liberty South. She's 14 years at this school. Her 9th as principal. My favorite principal in the entire district, Vicki Thompson.
Wow, what an intro. Vicki, before Stan has some real tough questions for you, why don't you introduce our other guest here?
Well, it's my pleasure to introduce Kaya Atkins, our ASB president.
Hi, guys. Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
All right, here's the way the day's going to go. It's going to be pretty quick today. This is our final in-season day on campus for In the Huddle, and so we're packing this thing. It's going to go pretty quick. Even our guests won't be on set very long, so shoot, Stan.
Hey, Vicki, so the most important thing on a campus is the culture. Tell me about the culture on this campus.
So the most important thing that you need to know about the culture here is that we have a unique, special place for kids to go to school. It's a wonderful place to work. It's a wonderful place to learn. The most important thing you should know is probably the balance that we have between academics and student engagement and obviously fun.
I love it.
Kaya, the ASB president, we've had these shows already, and we've had ASB presidents on before. The answers differ. You've brought snow, which is a very special thing. What's it like to be ASB president? It's a big-time school.
It's amazing. I love Frontier. I'm so happy that I could be the leader of Frontier High School. It's been a really great opportunity. I love being in ASB. I'm just glad that I can bring people in, get more people involved. It's just a really cool opportunity.
It's not lost on anybody. Not lost on anybody out here that it's a political position. You are in politics. How'd you get this start? What made you decide, hey, I want to do that?
You know, I really wanted to just get involved on campus. I saw all my friends in ASB. I actually got introduced sophomore year. I had some skills in publicity. I started there, and then I worked myself to the top. I never planned on being president, but I'm so grateful I got here. It's a really cool.
Is she a great president? Wow. Okay, last question for you, because we know that the principal has goals. We know the athletic director has goals. Our director, our boss has goals. We all have goals. What are your goals for the rest of this year as ASB president for Frontier High School?
Really just working on getting more people involved, making school a happy place to come to. I know it can be hard, but I know on campus we have a lot of great staff and students who work on having a relationship, and I think that's really awesome. I just want to continue that and get more people involved in that and have a better time at Frontier.
Great answer. I love it. Well, while you were speaking, the principal, Vicki, she scooted out of here in a really, really cool gentleman just stepped in. You didn't even notice that. That's how smooth that was. But we have never done this before. Never in our first segment have we had the principal leave for a student athlete. But Stan, you have a very, very special announcement about this young man, and we're going to present him with something. Why don't you tell us a story about this young man?
Yeah, so Vicky was kind enough to step out. Yesterday was the River League Cross Country Championship, and Chris Wells did something that I would call epitome of sportsmanship and heroic. And I'm going to let him tell the story about what happened near the end of the cross-country race yesterday.
All right. At the end of the cross-country race, I'd been running with a guy who'd been with me my whole high school career, and he'd been ahead of me that whole race, but right before the finish line, he went down. He started throwing up, and I thought, no, I can't pass him. So I helped him up, and I helped him across the finish line.
Wow.
And while he's doing that, he goes from possibly finishing in third if he passes the guy to finishing in fifth. And it's just such a heroic act. Vance is going to present you with a Player of the Game T-shirt on behalf of the Kern High Network. So
wow,
let's hear
my
it for Chris.
pleasure, my pleasure. Hey, bro, why don't you stand up real quick and let me hand this to you right here on behalf of everybody at the Kern High Network and everybody at the Kern High School District. These only go out to the Players of the Game. Somebody's going to get it tonight. Maybe a Titan will. We'll see. But I'll tell you what. Never been more proud to give this T-shirt to a young man that presents everything.
Cue the band.
Wow, go ahead.
All right, so here we go. We're at the end of the first quarter. Mr. Kelly, take it away.
Thank you to our two guests, Kaya, Vicky, and everybody else. Thank you. Have a great one. We'll see you right after this.
Perfect time. You're down here, buddy.
Oh, yeah, right.
30 seconds.
Hi, I'm Ben. Nice to meet you.
Luke and Samuel.
Megan.
No, Luke and Samuel.
Oh, okay,
Luke
right.
and Samuel.
You are. I'm Ben. Nice to meet you. Young man, what's your name? Samuel. Nice to meet you.
He's right now.
You're Luca, right.
Yanni? Yeah. Okay, perfect.
Thank you, Dr. Douglas Kelly and the Blue Marching Crew. Looking forward to that tonight as well. Anytime we have a Frontier football game, we get blessed with the greatest. Appreciate that. All right, it is now my opportunity to introduce one of my partners here in the media world, and Al, you can turn me down just a hair. He's been on the high school beat now. This is his 10th year. He's been all over Kern County for a decade, covering pretty much anything and everything. I think yesterday he had probably 4 gigs he was covering. And let me tell you, everybody at Frontier and all the high schools, we're so fortunate to have this man. He works so very, very hard. Let's welcome Trevor Horn. T. Horn.
How you doing, Vance? How are you?
I'm
so
good.
We got 2 great guests here. To your right is Luca Gutcher. Did I say that right?
Yeah, you did.
All right on. The head drum major here for the Big Blue Marching Crew. And then here to my right, Samuel Ayeni, the band president of the Big Blue Marching Band. Guys, year in and year out, you guys are the top, if not one of the top bands, not only here in Kern County, but in the Central Section and statewide. Luca, why?
I think that we've developed a culture of self-sufficiency, doing things on our own, and just hard work. Mr. Kelly kind of beats us into shape and says, if you're gonna be good, you're gonna have to take things into your own hands and work hard to be able to accomplish something like that.
Band president, Samuel, what is that? Can you explain that to us a little bit for those novice ones, not the Vance Palms of the world, but the Trevor Horns of the world that don't understand that?
Yeah, we just have a culture, like Luca said, of making sure that everybody knows what they're doing and ensuring that we're not leaving anybody behind. And Mr. Kelly, also, like Luca said, also does a great job of that. He just makes sure that we're all holding each other accountable and making sure that band is a great place to be. So, yeah.
My wife and I don't live too far from here, and there's many occasions where I'll drive by campus, and you guys are in the parking lot quite a bit, Luca.
Yeah.
I mean, it takes a lot to be a member of the band here at Frontier.
Sure.
How much pride do you take in that?
Oh, lots of pride. We've, first of all, after doing this for so many years, and especially from a leadership standpoint, being able to see people you started out with and see how they've progressed, and being aware how you progress, and just all that hard work, eventually, it really does show. And so with that is a lot of pride. Yeah.
Samuel, you guys only had 4 home games to be able to play at this year because of the scheduling. and now you guys get back-to-back playoff games.
Yeah.
So in 2 weeks, you've had half as many as you had in the regular season. How much fun is that to know that when this football team continues to play, you guys continue to be able to play on Friday nights?
Yeah, it's great because we haven't really had the opportunity to play as much as you said. So it's fun. Football games are really like a chance for us to also get to because they're the day before tournaments, so we get a chance to really make sure that we know what we're doing and making sure that the next day is also going to be great and that we keep ourselves sounding great. I don't know, but yeah.
Hard
they're
work,
great.
man. It's a lot of hard work.
I've got a question for each of you. I'll go right back to you, Samuel. I was many years ago, Doctor, I was the vice president of the Crimson Bear Brigade at Auburn High. We had about 400 musicians. It was a big deal back then, and he knows Mike Bone. And I'm here to tell you, there's a lot of politics in band too, right? So being the president, you've got 4 classes, freshmen all the way through. You've got your woodwinds, you've got your low brass, you've got your percussion, you've got your high. They all think they're the very best. And you've got your color guard. How do you handle all the politics in a marching band and color guard?
First and foremost, color guard, they're probably always right. That's what I think. But honestly, it's just making sure that everybody is
That's
working together.
Answer.
Yeah, no. But yeah, it's a lot. It is a lot. You just have to keep maintaining a good relationship with everybody and ensure that nobody's putting each other down and that we're all here to do the same thing, just to sound great and be great.
I love it. I'm going to close things out with a question for the drum major. You're undefeated.
Oh, yeah.
I talked to Dr. Kelly about it. Undefeated so far. You're going to NorCal, then SoCal the next couple of weeks. It's a lot of pressure, but the question I want to ask you is, do you understand the gravity and appreciate being the drum major for a part of this campus that's not just making sounds, it's a part of the culture. It's a part of as Trevor says, the Friday night. Are you up for the task coming up here, the next 2 big competitions?
Oh, absolutely. I feel like I've been doing this long enough and that Mr. Kelly has been preparing me well enough and that I have a lot of people back me up, like Samuel. And it feels good once you get out onto that field to just give people a good show. And that's kind of, the pressure seems less when you just think about it that way.
I love it. Hey, everybody, give it up for Luca and Samuel. Tonight, you're going to hear him, Dr. Douglas Kelly. Let's hear some more from the Big Blue Marching Crew. Thank you. Appreciate it, guys. Have a great show tonight. We appreciate it. We're going to take a very quick break and come back with a third quarter. Let's get our next guests on. Let's do it. Good job. See you tonight. President.
Nice to meet you.
Brent, how you doing on bands? Nice to meet you, bands. Nice to meet you. Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Look what they did to our beards. They got all the white, now our beards are white.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Kelly. Appreciate it. And I told you we're going to be moving today. We are rolling. So we are now into the second half of the second quarter. Trevor, special guests, very special guests.
Yeah, we got 2 FFA members here at Frontier, one of the top FFA programs around. Sitting next to you is Addison Pemberton. She is also girls soccer and athletics commissioner. I'm going to get into athletics commissioner in just a second because I know somebody's probably leaving a lot on the table for you because he wants to be on the field on Friday nights. And then Grant Downs, another member of the FFA program. Grant, for you, for those that don't understand what it takes to be part of an FFA program, obviously the fair is months back, but how much lead up? You guys get right into school and you go right into preparation for the fair. Is that right?
Yeah, so I'm actually glad you mentioned the fair. So a lot of people tend to think that FFA is mainly about animals, and yes, it does take a lot of hard work. So leading up to the fair, we spend months during the summer with our animals. I show cattle. I spend the entire year beforehand. I'm actually going to get a steer this month, probably, for next year's fair. But the focus of FFA isn't necessarily about animals. It's more about leadership. And so after the fair, and even during the fair, there's a lot of leadership involved. There's a lot of public speaking. There's a lot of preparation, like you said. After the fair, we go straight into competitions. So FFA leading up to the fair is really difficult, but we keep it going all year round. Last month, we had a speaking competition at Bakersfield College. We had hundreds of members from all of Bakersfield there. And so it takes a lot of work. And so what it takes to lead up the fair is just dedication, involving yourself. That's what our program does really well. Yesterday, we had a meeting over 200 degrees recognized at that meeting.
Wow.
They took initiative, they got involved, and that's what they did. And that's what Frontier FFA does really well.
What's your position within FFA?
So for FFA, I am the current president of the
Okay,
chapter.
awesome. And then Addison, for you, what's your position within FFA? What do you show, and what do you like best about the program?
I am not a current officer holder at Frontier, but I show livestock. I've been showing since I was 9 years old. In FFA, something that I cherish a lot is just building a bond with the people that you spend all your time with, working with your animals. And like Grant said, it's a lot of hard work, and it's something that definitely doesn't go unnoticed. And I feel like at the fair and competitions, like he said, it always pays off.
She's a cutter.
Yep.
Explain what a cutter is.
A cutter is basically before branding, if you know what that is, and you go in, pick your cow, and then you cut, and hopefully I can make it to high school rodeo state finals this year.
Oh, that's
Wow,
awesome.
she's going to get it done.
Grant, I want to dive a little bit more into the non-showing part of FFA. You guys got speaking engagements, you guys do agriculture, you guys do horticulture, you guys have so much other stuff going on. Is that what kind of gravitated you to doing FFA in high school? It allows you to become kind of a full-fledged, almost entrepreneur before you even get into college?
Yeah, so I actually do come from an agriculture background. My dad is a farmer, and my mom is actually an agriculture teacher here at Frontier.
Ah.
One thing that motivated me was the fact that my
Was that your
sister
mom?
did it. No, that was
Oh,
not
okay.
my mom. But the fact that my sister did FFA, and I saw the impact that she had. She actually became a regional officer, so that's all the way from Lake Isabella, Fraser Mountain, all the way to Fresno, past Fresno. And so I have the opportunity to serve over 25,000 members in the San Joaquin region. And so that's what motivated me to start FFA, is because I get to hold a leadership position, I get to serve other people, and I get to ultimately become a better person because of it. And so, like I said earlier, the hard work, the dedication, the initiative, it all pays off in the end.
Yeah, it does.
Love that answer. We're going to finish off with you, Addison. You're a very busy student. Everybody's busy. All of you are busy that are out here today. FFA, Girls Soccer, Athletics Commissioner, what's your schedule like from the moment we stop the show until tonight?
So after school, I'm probably going to go home and ride my horse. And
You don't hear that every day in the huddle, do you? That's something new.
I'm going to go home and ride my horse, do anything I have to with her, and then I'm going to get out here and support the football team and hopefully beat the Hawks.
Wow, I love that. Couldn't be better. Dr. Doug Kelly, let's welcome our guests off the stage, but we have some swag for both of you, and don't forget our other two members, we got some swag for you. We'll be back in the third quarter right after this.
I got it. Hey, our other two.
Hi, I'm Matt. Nice to meet you. Pleasure. How you doing? Byron Campbell, good to meet you.
We're gonna have some fun tomorrow, aren't we, Megan?
Yes.
I am. I'm real excited.
For the first section.
Yep. You know it, Mr. Gibson.
Hey. No.
Again,
And
thanks
water
to Dr. Douglas Kelly and the Blue
gonna
Machine
have some
crew.
fun.
Hey, we have
Yes.
the Blue Marching crew. We have the swag for your two guests, so don't forget.
I already gave it to them.
Oh, they got it? Okay,
I
thanks,
did
Trevor.
the job.
All right, we are officially in the third quarter. And we'll have a split in the third quarter between these two guests and our next two guests. So, Trevor, get after it.
Well, we've got to my left one of the longest-standing athletic directors here in the district, Mr. Mike Gibson.
Hey.
And right next to you is a young lady named Megan Dudley, who is part of something historic within the district tomorrow. Water polo team, 2 meters,
Yeah.
defender, utility, whatever it is that you need to do. The Frontier girls water polo team on Tuesday defeated Santa Ynez down at the district pool 12-11 in
That's
the
so
semifinals,
big time, man. That's so
becoming
big
the
time.
first Kern High School District water polo program to play for a section championship tomorrow against Golden West up at Sierra Pacific High School at 11 a.m. Can't wait to be there.
Wow. All right, let's start. I'll tell you what we'll do. How about we kind of transition that over to the athletic director?
Just bypass me, just go to her.
Well, no, I'm going to have you talk about this. So you talk about this young lady and the water polo team. I know, hey, big man, I know you got a lot going on today with football and a lot of different sports, but we do have her as a guest. Your thoughts?
This water polo team had started when they were freshmen, all 4 years. They started when they were freshmen. They worked all the way. We have 9
There's
seniors.
10 seniors.
10 seniors on the
Yeah.
team. So
Wow.
this is the year for them to do something, and they are doing something.
So Had to be a big moment. Water polo, such a grind. I mean, it's not like, basketball players can dunk and they get to go into the hoop and go, everybody sees them. You guys are celebrating in your own way, but it's tough. Tell us about that big match.
So we're just determined to go in and fight. We have a really good defense, and so we've been scouting and trying to look up to see what we can do, and so we're just going to come in tomorrow and just play our game because we know how to play.
Well, not only did they just win on Tuesday, they beat El Diamante in the first round down at the district pool 9-2. Then they had to go on the road all the way to Madera to play the 3 seed and upset the 3 seed 15-11 just to be able to host the semifinals. And now, just like everybody else, it's one site for all 6 championships. You guys are going to be the first one tomorrow morning. You guys are going to set the tone. Megan, how exciting is that to not only be the first district school to be able to do this, to play in a section championship, but for you girls, the 10 of you guys, to build this program from the ground up, and now you guys are the ones that could set history tomorrow. How big of a moment is this for you?
This is just absolutely crazy for us. We have started since freshman year. These are my girls, and so I just can't wait to win tomorrow. That's what we're going to go in and do.
Do me a huge favor. I know who they are. Name off your other 9 seniors so they can get a little shout out on the show.
Okay, we have Layla, Yaneth, Abby, Kylie, Izzy, Hannah, Jillian, Madeline, and I think that's all.
You.
And me.
Hey, first of all, I could have never done that. Great job. But you're also the TNT student leader. What does that mean?
So our student section is called the Titan Noise Team, the TNT section.
Hey.
And so we go to everything. Yeah. So we go to everything. We go to football games. We go to volleyball games. We've even tried to go to some water polo games. And so we just try to go to at least one game for every single sport and just try to show up and support everyone.
Very, very proud of you. I'm going to close off with you, Big Boss.
Yes.
Tonight's a big night, and it's an extension of the regular season. All of a sudden, you've got to start making phone calls. We need you there. We need you here. We need security. Got to get this going. Big night tonight. Your thoughts on the football game?
It's huge. I know we're going to win.
Hey.
We are geared up for it. This is it. Win or go home. So we have to win this game tonight and to go into the section game.
To both of you, thanks for your time. It's a quick set here, but we appreciate it. Congrats on everything you're doing. And Big Guy, we'll see you tonight. How about these 2 special Titans right here? Thank you very much. Dr. Kelly, we'd appreciate a little music. And don't forget your swag, guys. Mr. G. Appreciate it. Thank you. You're the best. Appreciate it. What's up, BC? No, BC's right here. No, Campbell's here, Durkin there.
Look at you, Vance.
Well, that's not bad, huh?
Known these guys since they were born. Thank you, Dr. Kelly. We are in the latter stages of the third quarter, and after this, we'll say farewell to these 2 guys and then bring on the fourth quarter, and then we'll be out of here. You guys have just been awesome. Appreciate everything. Trevor, we have 2 really special guests, and because Stan knows that we're kind of slow thinkers, we're not really bright, he just said, let's get 2 guests with the same first name. That way we won't mess it up. But I'll let you do the introductions, brother.
Guys, do they need introductions? No.
Well,
everybody knows who they are.
Give them to our audience.
We got Brady 1 next to him. I'm just kidding. Brady Durkin, senior baseball player, football player, going to CSU, be on scholarship next year. Then you got the bionic man. I apologize. Then you got the gunslinger over there, Brady Campbell, junior quarterback for the Frontier Titans. Guys, welcome. Brady for you, Brady 1, Brady 2, so we can always remember this. For you, obviously, you hurt your elbow, you had surgery, you were the bionic arm all year long. Did you take on the role as coach this year, watching these guys go through the turbulations, and now here you are playing at the highest level right now?
Yeah, I tried. That injury was definitely heartbreaking, and, it's tough for me personally, mentally, but, I just love being around these guys, man. It really helped me out, all the support. I'm very appreciative of everyone here, and it's been a long road, but I ain't going to stop, and I'll be back. So I'm proud of everyone here.
Gunslinger, for you, such a unique season for you guys. You guys take on the toughest non-league schedule. You guys travel. I think what did we come up with? 1,599 miles you guys traveled in 4 weeks. And then finally you got home against San Joaquin Memorial, and you guys have been rolling since then. How much fun I mean, we talk about football being a kind of a precursor to real life. How much of that did you guys feel this year and this season?
Well, we felt a lot because we traveled all over, like you said, and played against a lot of great competition. And I think we had our ups and downs, but we stayed together as a team, and we came home, and the San Joaquin win definitely helped us get back on track, and here we are.
Yeah. Brady, this is a team that you guys are in the semifinals. A lot of people don't understand because we're only in the second week of the playoffs, but the way that the Division Ones are, it's only 3 weeks in the playoffs. So here we are in the semifinals in a rematch against the Golden Hawks. How exciting is that to know that you guys just played them and beat them 2 weeks ago, and now you get another chance with them at home again?
Oh, we're excited, especially at home this time. We're not on their ground, but they're a good team. They're going to play us tough. They always do. They're going to bring it their all. But I think we're ready as long as we stay disciplined, no turnovers, and just play our game right. I think we'll be just fine tonight.
BC4.
The other night against Centennial, I watched you come of age in some ways with a tough, tight fourth quarter. Centennial was hanging in there. You roll to the right. You throw a shot to a really talented receiver in the end zone on the run. And then the next series, an absolute dime. You just drop right in, another 45-yard bomb. Looks like you're starting to really feel comfortable back there. How is tonight shaping up for you as far as your preparation as the QB?
I think tonight I'm feeling pretty confident. I think we put in a great game plan this week. We've had 4 consistent, great practices, and I think if we just take what they give us and take care of the ball, we'll be in good shape.
Young Durkin, you're the athletics commissioner.
Yes, sir.
Amongst the athletics commissioner, you got a full slate right now. What's your gig tonight?
My gig tonight is just cheer on the boys and just be there for them. It's a big game tonight, and just give it our all and win or go home, like Coach Gibson said. So.
What do you think about your quarterback?
Oh, he's going to do awesome tonight, baby. He's going to do awesome tonight.
I love hearing it. Trevor, I'll let you close it out with these 2 talented cats.
Brady, for you, as quarterback, you're laser focused, but how much of this do you feel kind of guiding you through those 48 minutes on Friday nights at home?
It's definitely energizing. TNT brings it every Friday, and it definitely helps us when we're on defense. They definitely make it loud. So thankful for them.
All right, guys, appreciate it.
I'll tell you what, I've got an extra minute, so
Okay.
let me ask you this right here. I'll do a little scouting tonight for tonight's game because tonight's the game of the week. We're going to be calling it, myself and Rich Cornford, a name synonymous with Frontier High School. Fastest player on your team, pure fastest.
Probably Malcolm Hawkins.
All right.
Ooh.
Hey, congratulations to Malcolm on your Fresno State offer.
Okay. Strongest, the behemoth. Who can lift the most?
Strongest.
Be careful. It better be your cousin.
He's definitely one of them. I would have to go with LJ Riley.
LJ Riley, all right. And hardest hitter, the dude that if you had to take hits in practice, because I know they're not allowed to hit you, but if you saw somebody come and you said, oh, not that guy, who would it be?
Probably RJ and Logan.
RJ. Very good. That's my scouting report. Gentlemen, can't wait to see you hurling it. Tonight, I'll be calling it. How about a big round of applause for these 2 studs right here? Thank you. Appreciate it, buddy.
Thank you, guys.
Have a good one. Take your swag with you, and I'll see you later tonight. Young Durkin, thank you, bro.
Appreciate it. All right, man. Thank you.
Yep.
Enjoy tonight.
Dude, see you, man. Ooh.
Come on, big dog.
108.
About 2 minutes ahead.
Snowflakes.
Is that why we have the white in the beard?
That's right.
It's just the snow, right?
Just adds in there.
Okay, everybody, and thank you again, Dr. Kelly. Appreciate it. Oh, my goodness. Before we go any further, is that Titan Tom? That can't be Titan Tom. Oh, what? Okay, now we can start the show. Well, the fourth quarter, as I mentioned to everybody back here that's making this such a special show, this is our longest segment. This is where we do the picks, so appreciate you hanging in there with us. And then swag is going out with the snow. Thank you, Stan. Wow.
Help me.
Wow.
Well, you finally got the beard
you got
wanted.
a beanie. Stan, you got a beanie right there. Just put it on.
Okay,
Freezing, man.
We're in the fourth quarter, and we're on schedule. Our director, Alex. By the way, everybody, that young lady is running the show. Thank you to Alex right there. Appreciate it. And if any of you have either ever been in the Achieve magazine, looked through the Achieve magazine, been in the Peak Awards, done any of that, that gentleman holding the camera right there, Javier Valdez, that's all Javier. Thank you, Javi. The Kern High School District at its best. Okay, Stan, this is where it kind of gets serious because those mean head coaches join the set, and then we start doing our serious picks. I'll first have you introduce this super guy right here.
Well, this guy's been around for a while out of Taft, California.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Big city.
Big city. He's brought that hard-working attitude to the Kern High School District. He went through Ridgeview, and he's been out here for a few years, and every year he gets better and better. Chris Bandy.
Chris Bandy, head coach Chris Bandy.
Thanks, Dan.
Coach,
he's not a bad golfer either.
Well, he throws a mean golf tournament. Coach, 2 weeks ago on the field at Centennial High School, I did a post-game interview with you when we talked about the toughness of Centennial. They're always going to bring it. You're very cognizant of their star quarterback not playing, but they still brought it. Your brushstroke on tonight and from 30,000-foot view on tonight's game.
Yeah, I mean, it's a rivalry game again. Just 2 weeks ago we played them, and they were a scrappy group, man. Even though they had some guys banged up, they brought it, and they were scrappy. And, they had a big win last weekend on the road, so I know they're going to be fired up to play us again, and so we've had a great week of practice, and we're just ready to roll for tonight.
A lot of travel. Trevor mentioned that you were 1 mile short of, 1,600 miles. You should have just gone to one more pizza stop, and that would have been 1,600 miles.
I'm sure we got lost on the way and got that extra mile in.
A lot of travel. You've been asked about this a lot, and I've got your stock answer that, you learned a lot, you prepared a lot, might not do it again, but I have to think this really sets a tone for a late season run, that early thumping.
Yeah, it's like I said, I probably wouldn't want to do it again.
Right.
And it wasn't the plan going into the year. We lost the game week 1. But I think what we found out about our character and our team is that, we can handle any adversity and respond and react. And as long as we stay together and pull for each other and love each other as a family, we can get through whatever. And really that's what high school coaching and football is about.
I love it.
Is teaching kids how to get through that to become better adults and better dads and parents and all that stuff.
Love it, Coach.
How crazy is it that the team that you beat in week 1, Oak Ridge, kind of went through the same trials and tribulations? You've won 6 of your last 7. They've won 6 of their last 7. They're in Division 1 up there, and now here you guys are hosting the semifinals of Division 1 here. When you look at things like that and you think about where you guys were when you played in El Dorado Hills some 12 weeks ago to now, could you ever imagine you guys being in this place at home tonight?
I didn't even know they had that kind of mirror image of us until you said that. That's kind of cool. I mean, it's, football season, it's funny. It's such a long year, but it goes so fast. It seems like just yesterday we played that game up there and made that road trip, and here we are in, week 12 of the year, game 12, and it's crazy to seem like it's gone that fast, but it has, and you just plug away. I mean, every day's a different day. Every day you got to trust the process and put in the work, and our kids have, and so we're excited for the chance to have a home game.
And it never hurts to be healthy at the end of the season.
Amen to that.
The boss has a question.
Yeah, so, you guys, long road trips in the beginning of the year. I felt like you were kind of always on the ropes all year long. It seems like you've hit your stride. What week do you feel like you hit your stride in?
I think, like we said, our first home game was exciting to be back at home when we played San Joaquin Memorial. We played really well that game, and that's kind of started where our defense kind of really stepped up and was creating turnovers and doing some things. Then we had to stumble against Liberty. I think after that we learned a lot about what we're capable of because we had guys banged up and we still almost pulled that game out. And I think ever since then our kids have realized that we got to get everything together. We got to be for each other and just trust what we're doing every day. And it seems like we've done that. And and as coaching goes, you make personnel changes, you have to make adjustments, and we've made a lot of great adjustments. My coaches have done a great job and put in a lot of work. So I think just maybe those 2 games and that loss to Liberty meant probably, you hate to lose, obviously, but it meant a lot to us as far as where we're at now.
Yeah, I feel like that was kind of the case right there. I felt like that was the turning point for you. So 2 weeks ago, played Centennial. They had a chance at the end, fumbled the ball. Kind of a yes or no question because I don't want you to give away any secrets.
Yeah.
see 2 weeks ago, you watched the film, it's fresh. Do you have some different little wrinkles this week that you saw some things you could exploit?
Yeah, I mean, I think as a coach, as a staff, you look at, what transpired in that game, and there were some things that they did differently than they didn't show on film before, and now we know what their game plan was to stop us, and so we've made some adjustments and done some things with personnel or defensive scheme, formation, whatever we think we can take advantage of. So, yeah, for sure, we always make adjustments.
I just got a text from Coach Sterrett. He said, good. You tried anyway, Stan. You tried. No. All right, okay, here we go.
You're welcome.
We're going into the picks. This is the last stretch. We're going to go into the home stretch right now. Thank you for hanging in there. This is the time we make our picks. Trevor will give the description. He makes a pick, and then, Coach, you'll make your picks, and then Stan will make a pick, and then we're out of here. Hit it, Trevor.
Well, I got 5 games now, and we'll start off first in Division 6. Somebody that you are very, very familiar with, Christian Johnson. I'm going to get you in about 3 minutes.
Yeah, you are.
So Miramonte kind of doing what you remember pretty well at West High some 18 years ago, where it's Nate Gonzalez left, Nate Gonzalez right. Kid rushed 39 times for 296 yards and 6 touchdowns as Miramonte beat Kern Valley on the road last week. And now here they are at number 4, Fireball. I see that, and I see where they're going, and I think Christian Johnson's got that team rolling right along. I've got Miramonte going on the road tonight and winning 35-34.
Winning by 1. Coach Bandy.
Yeah, Christian's a great friend of mine. We coached together at Ridgeview for a number of years. Really happy for him and where they've gotten to his program to, and I talked to him last night, and he feels pretty confident, so I'm going to definitely roll with Miramonte.
Stan Green.
Yeah, Christian and I text quite a bit this week, and I think they're ready. This is Miramonte's game.
I did not text with Christian or call him, but I'm still picking Miramonte. Go, Trevor.
2 games in Division 4. First one, we didn't know this one was going to happen. South, the 10 seed, went on the road and beat Dos Palace 14-7, and they got a little help from number 15, Roosevelt out of Fresno, beating number 2 Exeter last week. So we got number 10 South Holstein, number 15 Roosevelt, and I've got South winning this one at home, 28-14. Kerry Mills is probably his best season as head coach. Continues on into the semifinals next week.
Coach Bandy.
Yeah, Kerry does a great job. He has for a number of years. They always have good athletes, and I've seen that quarterback been tearing it up and playing well, so I think South's going to get it done.
Stan Green.
Spartans, too big, too good. South High.
South High football in November at home. Couldn't go against the Sparties. Awesome. Trevor.
Josh Encinas, you're not wrong, is a great quarterback. Yeah. Also in Division 4, 2 district schools going at it.
Ooh.
Number 8 North.
Ooh.
In the first year is Adam Levinson as head coach. At number 1 Shafter. Last week, North beat Templeton 30-13 at home. Shafter got the first round bye. Elijah Valdivinos rushed for 147 yards. Bradley Dockery threw for 1 score and ran another one in for the Stars. This game is not going to be a blowout in a 1-8 match that you think. Adam Levinson's going to get those guys coming in for North High, and they're going to play hard and they're going to play strong. But I do have Shafter pulling away at the end, 35-20 Generals over the Stars.
Coach Bandy.
Yeah, I've known some of the Shafter kids for a long time. My kid played flag football with some of them when he was a little kid, and what people don't know about Shafter, they have a lot of good athletes, but that line is physical.
Yeah,
and I think that's what the difference is in that game.
Shafter, Stan.
Great season for North High, but it comes to an end tonight. Shafter will win.
I've got Perucci winning. Trevor, we got 60 seconds for 2 picks.
All right, 2 teams at D1A. Number 4, Arroyo Grande, at number 1, BHS. Drillers beat San Joaquin Memorial 23-7. Arroyo Grande beat Clovis West 27-22. Tonight, the Drillers move on and will host the section finals next week with a 28-21 win over the Eagles.
Coach Bandy.
I don't care who wins that game. I'm just worried about our 1A game.
Oh, there you go.
Good job,
what a wonderful cat you are. Yeah. I know what that means, by the way. Your pick?
That was brilliant. My PSA is, do you know where the Drillers are? And you better know every Friday night. I'm going BHS.
I'm going Drillers as well. Final game, Trevor. Almost done.
Last but not least, number 3, Frontier Titans.
Wow.
Hosting the 7 seed Centennial Golden Hawks.
Wow.
Golden Hawks forced 4 turnovers against Buchanan in the upset. Frontier won at home over Bullard last week. This is going to be a close game, but I really do think it comes down to the most balanced offense. What does that mean, ladies and gentlemen?
Uh-oh, Trevor's making his pick. First of all, he puts the beanie on. He's making his pick. Oh, what a guess that was. I will be picking also Frontier Titans. Never a doubt, never a doubt, never a doubt.
Stan Green, Director of School Support Services, your pick, my friend.
It was a close matchup last time. You know, Centennial stumbled down the stretch. You're hitting your stride.
Wait a minute.
But I'm going with Centennial. They win tonight in a close game.
Hey, way to go. Oh, my
That's what happens at Frontier when you pick against us, man. You get bombarded.
Should have put the beanie on when you were cold, Stan.
I think I'm injured. I got an injury.
All right, it's 1:19. We heard the bell. It's time to wrap it up. Alex, Javier, everybody at Frontier High School, what a blast we had. To all of you, thank you. Dr. Doug Kelly, give us some music on the way out, and we've got some swag. Tonight, the game of the week, right here. Thank you for being in the huddle.
What's up, baby?
We got some swag, dude. Let's go. Hey, good luck tonight. Oh, can I have one? Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I will. Absolutely. Tonight, I'll give it to